Hello again, everybody, and thank you so much for your attendance. This is for you. This is from me to you. And by the way, my name is Mike. The name of my channel is called Street Smarts, a logistical approach. This is to improve your game in terms of your approach, your delivery, the alpha, the beginning, the startup. That's what I try to improve, and all the way to the end. You've got to finish strong in everything you do. Every day you should finish strong, okay? You have to leave it all out there. That means that you have no regrets, that you put everything you had to put in terms of the embodiment of your persona, yourself, your effort, your preparation into a goal. The final result, what I want for you, what I want for your family, is your happiness and your success. For your family's happiness and your family's success. Okay? So let's get right into it. Okay? This is appointment number 9. If you've made it this far, I thank you. I'm trying to get better, okay, at this. I'm trying not to rattle on and on and on and put you to sleep. I want this to have substance for you. And if you're a first timer, thank you so much. Everybody's welcome. I would really want a subscription from you. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? It certainly helps me. There's a lot of people that, it's new, so I get it. And I've gotten some views, but if those views were subscriptions, it would catch. My message is honesty, integrity, and everything in between, okay? So anyways, let's talk about politics. Politicking, okay? Politics sounds like a taboo word, as it should. The state of our federal politics, from the executive branch all the way down to us little people, is tumultuous, to say the least. Right now, the polls that come out are not good, but we're not here for doom and gloom, okay? I want to talk about politics when it comes to you. Politicking, to be a politician, coming to you. There's a good side to it. I just told you about the bad side and the state of affairs, but I want to talk about to be a good politician. Do you know it's okay to be a good politician? Okay, as long as now you can suspect and expect setbacks and things like that. I need your skin to be thick. I want to thicken your skin so you can repel all of the bad that comes your way. Okay, that's part of life. But in order to get success, you got to go through some hard times, okay? But if you can go through those hard times with your chin up, with your shoulders up, and your chest out, okay, man, woman, or child, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want you. I want to toughen you up so you can succeed and get to those higher elevations in terms of goals, happiness, and success. Politics. I'm going to give you it's an interesting thought. This has always stuck with me. Now, I'm a geek by nature, by heart. I do a lot of dabbling in history. I love getting on my phone and just there's all facets of history, which should interest you too, okay? We need to be, it's good to know the history as it is, whether it's good or bad, okay? The bad stuff we can learn from as an example to better ourselves. The good is history that we take as an example so that we can better ourselves. We can improve on the good and make good on the bad, okay? That's part of politics. That's the politics I'm preaching, okay? An uplifting spirit, Politicians are viewed by the masses. If you are in a position where you're viewed, by people and judged by people, you want that to be good, right? Okay, let's take that seriously. Let's go about that business. In history, there was it was a small story, but it was it's always stuck out to me. The great Abraham Lincoln, okay? He once, when, in all of his endeavors, and you want to talk about a guy that persevered and utilized his patience in this world. I mean, he had numerous nervous breakdowns, just numerous hardships, numerous setbacks. He lost all kinds of elections, high-ranking elections for Senate, for Congress, but then became the President of the United States for what? To free America, to free the slaves, to liberate, to have the guts to put that out there. Many people died, of course, we all know that, but this one instance about Abraham Lincoln was very telling of his personality. Now listen to this carefully. This is politicking. This is, from hundreds of years ago. He had an issue with a guy he was working with. He didn't name him, but there was somebody he just didn't get along with. And he took great detail and attention in that matter. He stated, in regards of not getting along with somebody that he had to, co-work with, he said, I am going to have to know that man better. Wow. Today, don't we, when we fight with somebody, don't we ignore them? Don't we then turn around and talk bad about them? Don't we, go to other people and say, I've got a problem with this person, and, it might add a lie or two to the end of it, to make that person look bad. It just, his greatness is where there's somebody that has, gumption about themselves, their inner chemistry that's different from everybody. And that's what I want to zero in on, his politician ways, his politicking ways. And that was like just one page of, his entire book. He talked about this man he didn't get along with by stating, this man I will have to get to know better. That was his plan to try to get past a conflict with a person, to get to know him better. Wow, I say to that, wow. So my point now is that to be a good politician depends on how good your relationships are. Okay, there's too much of this going on today where don't talk to me in a certain tone. I'm not going to take any crap from you. You better come correct if you're going to speak to me, if you're going to engage me. This is what I'm saying, with very little detail about listening to other people. I've talked about empathy before. Go back to that appointment and see it if you have not. But it's so important that we, how we engage other people. Will every relationship on a business level or a day-to-day level, be successful? I'm not even really talking about, but your marriage or your personal relationships or your family relationships. I'm talking about how you must, operate in your day-to-day operations. Okay, so take a lot of effort and pride in how you are a politician. Okay, how you represent yourself, and it's going to go a long ways. And when you run into those ruts, then you're going to have to, make an honest attempt to, to resolve, issues with other people. Okay, that's all part of politics. Sometimes, when a compromise is in order, something, your neighbor, there's a problem, that you got to work out. You go to court for small claims or on even a larger level. You have to be ready for, having to meet in the middle. Okay, in order to get something, you have to give something. You might not be able to get everything. And you have to do it with a moral compass. Okay? A lot of companies will have what's called a mission statement. and I'm going to kind of end it on this note. When you're a politician and you're doing the right thing and you're representing yourself well and your vocabulary, be consistent. Don't lie. Lies you get caught into, okay? It'll catch up to you. Be consistent like a company in that they have a mission statement. Like, for example, I work for a construction company, and the owner, he was a very Christian man. So, it was a big construction company. In parentheses on like the shirts and his logos and his vehicles and stuff, it was, blah, 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 concrete company. And then below it in quotes it said honesty and integrity. He felt that was so important that he wanted that in all his letterheads, his logos. He wanted to be known for that. And he expected his employees to be as such. That was his mission statement. I think of this. I'm a huge fan of sports, if you've seen my appointments before. And the Oakland Raiders, which are the Las Vegas Raiders now, Raider Nation, they had a very, always very colorful personality. His name was Al Davis, and he was this big, larger-than-life owner who really had he had personal relationships with all his players. He wasn't just a business guy, but he made and listened to all the players in his organization and his management because he wanted to win, and win he did. And I remember his mission statement for the Oakland Raiders was commitment to excellence. Commitment to excellence. And that still stands to this day. I happen to work for the Michigan Department of Corrections. As you know, I work at a prison. And our mission statement is dedicated to protect, commitment to success. Dedicated to protect, commitment to success. And that makes it, it's a bullet point, and it makes sense, and it fits what we're trying to do for the community as a branch of our government. So what, may I ask, is your mission statement? Well, do I have a mission statement? Well, there's it's a big paragraph is what my mission statement is, and maybe yours is too. But personify, a consistent basis. I am not going to lie on, against, or for anybody, okay? And it's just something that helps me sleep at night. And am I perfect? Absolutely not. Have I made mistakes? Oh yeah. Have I done dishonest things? Come on now. Who hasn't? My point is, I'm 55 and I've grown up. I've gotten better. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. But, I've been able to succeed in life to the point where, I've raised 2 sons that are good, successful, big-hearted, integrity-minded people. And I'm sharing that message with you all, my message. So anyways, today I'm going to finalize, the whole idea of politics shouldn't be negative. You should encompass and think about politics as your, how good of a politician are you? When you leave your house, when you go to work, when you're viewed amongst all of your cohorts, okay? If you're out in the world, if you're on social media, through your friendships in your neighborhood. How do you want to be viewed? What is your mission statement? What kind of politician are you? Okay? So that's the message for now. And I will end it by saying thank you. Please like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And I expect you fully to be in attendance next week for next week's appointment. And I'll be here for you. Thanks very much, and God bless you all.